My name is Justin and I'm a representative for Sony, and I will be discussing to you guys about considerations for funding. Sony's entertainment has been making leaps and bounds lately in the past few years. The company has been making products that can be compared to products from Microsoft and Apple as well. Robot's futuristic technology has been a strong point of Sony because of their great engineers, along with their research and development. As said, Sony's research and development are focused on these areas specifically: common development platform technology for home and mobile electronics, and semiconductor device and software technology. These are the keys to differentiating other products from businesses that are rivaling with Sony. This is a way that Sony decides to add more value to its business and products. During the year of 2009, the cost decreased to 497.3 billion yen compared to the previous year. Then the ratio of research and development funds to sales increased from 6.3% to 6.9%. As the numbers suggest, the one strength in the company is the research and development. However, there are problems with the company as well. Even though Sony can make such great products, how and who are able to see how great the product is if they are not from Sony? That is when the marketing team steps in and decides how to showcase things. Comparing to companies such as Apple and Microsoft, they have unique ways and proper funding which can showcase their products in a way that Sony cannot compare. It is great that Sony products can be compared with them, but it depends how the consumer sees it in their eyes. As suggested, the decrease from spending for research and development of Sony should go directly to other aspects of the company, such as marketing, so that Sony can further improve its standing in the future and make more profit and revenue in the long run. Vary, but one of them is most notably are the high cost of media production, especially towards the television segment, has affected many things. The television segment of Sony has lost 6.3 billion US dollars for 8 years in a row. So far, that is 50.4 billion that is lost due to the cost that Sony has been incurring. Maybe another alternative can be using the high cost of something else, such as marketing. Many people already understand the great quality Sony produces and makes. It deserves to be shown to the consumers in a better light. Many will say and argue that how can the quality of the product still be the top when the funding for media production is lowered and manage to still stay good? Sony will and always have a diverse offering to many consumers, so he or she will find what they are looking for. So instead of using extra money spending on a media production, or in other words, research and development, it can be used towards marketing so that it can properly relay a message to the consumers that Sony will and always have great products laid out for them. For another weakness that needs to be discussed is that Sony has too many business segments, which means that they have a diverse variety of products in which that can make products not at its best. For example, Apple has very few products so that they can focus on just those products and nothing else. Samsung has the same thing because its diversity is not as big as Sony's. Sony has many products that are offered to the consumer, such as cell phones, cameras, entertainment, and etc. The variety of products can be especially hard to keep track of as well. This diversity can be noted as an advantage to many rivaling companies because Sony offerings can fit anybody's needs. Age and usability are out of the question because Sony has every product that can be perfect for anyone. Compared to Apple products, the smartphones or the so-called iPhones can be used by everyone no matter of what age and usability. In other words, this one product can be used by everyone, but Sony lacks something like that. Since Sony has this problem, the best way to compete with Apple products is to fund the marketing and advertisement of products even more. With proper funding and more advertising campaigns, it gives Sony products another perspective to consumers when the consumers can be comparing products with another rivaling company. Offered in this graph from Statista, this is showing Sony's revenue from the year of 2008 to 2017. The graph fluctuates, and recently, the past few years, revenue has been lowered and lowered. Some changes need to be made so that the number will not keep decreasing and it may not affect other aspects of the company. One thing that can be changed is the standing of the company, and provided from Statista of 2015. Sony's standing in billings in 8.47 billion and is in 61st place in the most valuable brand worldwide. As a tentative plan to raise the standings for Sony's place, the most proper way is to ensure that the excess funding of research and development goes to marketing. In a 5 to 10 year span or so, it is best interest to decrease the funding while adding the funding to marketing slowly to make sure to see the steady increase in revenues and standings of the company. If revenue keeps increasing, we can also suggest that the standing of the company is rising as well, and the net worth will also increase. While the standings keep increasing even more, there can be other ways to save fundings to improve the ratio of the fundings to sales, in a sense. However, the most important thing right now is to make sure marketing is getting the proper funds to continue to produce results in the near future.